Okay, Makita Plunge Saw. This is a DSP600 twin 18 volt cordless plunge saw. Problem. Running, motors are going, no blade in her, but she's sticking. It's very stiff, the plunge, and it's not coming back up again. So that's back here, that's the problem back here. We pivot joint on here, you can just see the pin. That eventually gets packed out with sawdust. Over time it starts to wear, bits of aluminium break down, grease, dirt builds up. You can oil it a few times, it'll free it up. Eventually you'll have to get that pin out, clean out the housing of the base, the motor housing and the pin to get that freed up properly again. This is not an easy job and not for the faint-hearted. To strip the whole thing apart to do this. Anyway, get under here. There's nothing actually wrong, he just didn't like the swivel. Right, Allen key here. Now if you didn't want to try this entire thing, what you can do, get a bit of grease, put it into that hole, put the screw back on, tighten it up, wiggle it a few times, take the screw back out, put a bit more grease on, and put the screw back in again. Basically use it like a grease nipple. See if you can squeeze the grease out through the two gaps and free it up that way. As you can see, that is very stiff. Because it's so stiff, this pin is going to be very stiff as well. You try any way you want to take it out. Bust this aluminium housing, you've destroyed your saw. You're not going to be replacing it. I use a bearing press to press these things out. I had a chance pressing this out first. Sometimes you have to take apart the whole motor, get all this plastic housing off, and this plastic end here. Take all that off so you can put heat on this pin. Try to expand the metal to get the pin out easier. Chance pressing it here first. Exact fit for that housing there, so the pin can fit through the hole, but you support this aluminium. You do not want to bust this. Now, when I say proceed with caution, I do mean caution. As untight. I don't really have a long enough bolt for pressing this out. So I'll have to take 2 passes on this one. So this will work, taking that pin out without removing the plastic housing, but you will need a long, flat, slender pin, slender punch for pushing this out. I've used a bolt, should have used a bigger one. The housing actually gets in the way here off the press. There we go. It's a good clean. See the pin which starts to slip on the screw. This gunk end starts to build up. You get all that gone. I'll clean all this down. That should free it up. Now, that's all cleaned out. Main thing is to polish that pin again. Get it nice and clean. Sometimes in grooves with actual Allen key socket head it's clamped onto, that might gouge in a wee bit. Makes it a wee bit stiff to take in and out. If it doesn't go the full way through, just sand down them wee grooves a wee bit. See that one there, I had to just file it a wee bit. Just get them flat. That pin should go through there, no problem. The same as here. It's this here socket head that actually holds that pin in place. So once that's on tight, the pin can't come out. It should be just free to rotate. Now greasing these things, really, you don't need to. You can put a little touch on if you want, but the more grease you have on it, the more dust is going to stick to it. So a little less is better. That is all the grease I'm going to put on that. Light skim, nothing else. Tighten that down. That's it. That's what you want. The awkward bit is getting the spring back in again. That's it. Freed up nicely. That's it. One Makita plunge saw. Plunging freely again. That's it. That's how you free up the plunge. That's wee pivot pin and the Makita DSP600. If that gets very bad and very stiff, you would have to dismantle the motor to heat up the housing to get that pin out. But if you get to it soon enough, shouldn't have to. Give it a like and a follow, lads. Cheers.